Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at a really interesting deck that plays 30 plus legendary creatures. I don't know why I can't speak, but yeah, 30 legendary creatures in the same deck. And it's not going over the top with Jodah. This is just being a cohesive pile of cards that happens to take advantage of a bunch of legendary creatures. So why don't we hop in and take a look and see what Jeskai Legends looks like and what it can do on the standard ladder. As always, if you would like to support the channel, hit that join button down below. And I need to check, because I know we had a new member, Dwayne Cox. There you go. Want to give some love to you for coming on board and being a member of the Dragon Brood. Also, if you would like to protect your stuff, check out ultrapro.com/PowrDragn and use promo code PowrDragn, because it'll save you 5% at checkout, and they'll support the channel back as well. Okay, so this list, starting at the top, we've got 4 Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, and again, we are playing a bunch of legends, and we know that the legend rule is a thing, but hey, this is how I found this person's list, and I'm like, hey, if they're playing 4 of everything, let's play 4 of everything. I did make a couple of small tweaks to it, though, so we'll talk about that here in a second. We got 4 Dinnik. I do like Dinnik anyway, because if one goes to the graveyard, you still get some value out of it, so I don't mind that at all. We do have Elis Il-Kor, Sadistic Pilgrim. Big fan of this card, in the sense that it does a couple of things, right? It gives you a little bit of life to try to like sustain you, but it also makes your creatures threatening in the event of your board sweeper or something like that. So I like what it's got going for us. Obviously, Rafine is a very good all-around card. Playing Rafine right behind a Thalia or a Dinnik is very powerful, because you're either pumping up a first striker or you're pumping up a lifelinker. Either way, you're still getting some pretty good value out of those early attack steps with a Rafine, so we love that. Now, this is a card I haven't played much, but I've seen it popping up in a few lists lately, but Toulouse. And Toulouse, when it enters battlefield, is able to connive, which is pretty sweet. And then anytime you would discard something, instead of sending it to your graveyard, you exile it until Toulouse dies, and then those all go back in your hand. So basically all the stuff you would discard to, say, like Rafine, for the constant connive triggers, you get a chance of getting those back later on, which is actually kind of sweet, to be honest. So it's kind of hard to complain about this card. I'm not overjoyed about it, but hey, you know, if they played it, I'm going to play it, see what it's all about before I make any major changes there. Now, I did find room to add a couple of mirror box, because if we are going to play all these legends, I'd like to avoid the legend rule if possible, and have our legends be bigger as well isn't a bad thing. And there's not a ton of stuff out there that's destroying enchantments these days, so I'm willing to take a chance and roll with it. Now, of course, because we're playing legends and we're playing black, we're going to be playing Shieldred. I know. I don't know what to tell you. Shield is just a good card. Why not? Then we're also playing Ratadrabic of Urborg. Now, this is actually pretty important, because it makes legendary stuff not matter as much, right? So if you do play a second copy, you just get a 2/2 zombie that happens to also have all the abilities of the previous one. So this is actually doing multiple things for us. And then in the event of a board sweeper happening, or a meat hook or whatever, well, you end up with a pile of 2/2 dudes that happen to have legendary abilities, which is a little bit silly, but hey, it can still keep you going toward where you want to and getting the win. Of course, Urtai Resurrected. You're starting to see more and more of this card. I expect we're going to see a lot of it over its life in Standard, but this card's actually turned out to be very good, being able to kill something or counter something late. It has Flash, which is awesome. It's also a legendary creature, so it's checking all the right boxes for this deck for sure. Then we have Ao, the Dawn Sky. Basically, when this dies, we get our pick of what we're going to put into play if it's in our top 7 cards. So nothing to really complain about here, but it is a big 5/4 with Vigilance and comes over the top, so that's also very good. Our lands, we've got 2 Igonjo, 1 Plains, 2 Aurora, 2 Swamp, 2 Takanuma, 3 Attiker Waste, 2 Deserted Beach, 3 Shattered Sanctum, 2 Shipwreck Marsh, 4 Rafine's Tower, 4 Plaza of Heroes. Now, I do want to point out that they're playing 2 of each of these fancy little legendary lands from Kamigawa. The interesting thing, though, is I think this is one of the few decks where you can make, I don't know, I guess an exception for it, because you are playing so many legends that the reality is you're just going to be paying 1 to activate these, which is actually pretty powerful. So, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I don't want to mess with this too much before we really see how it works. But we're going to go hop in, play some games, and see if this works out or not. And then I'll catch y'all on the back end of the video so we can talk about it. Alright, this isn't so bad. This actually is a solid hand to start with. Alright, we can work with this. Let's keep it. Now, we don't really know what the opponent's playing at, so I don't know if Dinnick or Thalia is the correct early play, but more often than not, if you don't know, it's probably safe to just lead with Thalia. Well, they played a blue mana, which means for sure we're going to start with Thalia. If we can slow down some spells, we would like to do so. Ooh, double mirror box is kind of spicy, though. I mean, obviously they're going to cost more, so that's fine. But it's kind of nifty. Ooh, that don't suck. Yeah. I mean, we know they can't easily counter this here early. I mean, you could bounce Thalia so I can't attack with it. If you have a Fading Hope. Yeah, exactly. I was like, that's the play. You kind of got to do it. All right. They're going to bounce this too. I mean, now I just want to draw an untapped land and play a Dinnick and Thalia next turn if possible. The problem is, because of their deck, they may just want to hold back and try to stop Thalia when it hits the second time, because Thalia being on the board is real rough for the blue deck. So they already don't play a ton of mana. Oh, that's actually a good call there. All right. Let's attack. See what the opponent would like to do. Ooh. That's nice. What do we want to do here? Let's go with, let's discard a mirror box. All right, they're gonna take the 2. Obviously, they want to counter a Thalia. Like, we know that's got to be the thing, right? So now it's like, do we put the opponent to the test and say, like, how badly do you want to counter Thalia? So we go, all right, let's roll this first. Because honestly, if we get to gain life as well, it's going to make it hard for them to kill us down the road. So I'm kind of okay. And if they counter Dinnick, then we'll just play it out of the graveyard later. All right, now we'll play Thalia, knowing they're going to counter it. It's fine. Yep, we're okay with that. Yep. They're expending a lot out of their hand here, so I don't really mind that. All right, consider they are digging. And Rafine's one of those things that is going to be a threat they have to deal with. So anytime they take a chance to deal with Rafine, it is going to open up the door for us to do other things here. And they already know we have the Dinnick. Which we could also just discard Dinnick here, to be honest. Like, and just play it out of the yard later. But we do have 2 Ellis, so let's just discard one of those. Let's go ahead and roll with this. See how the opponent feels about it. Sure. And then we're going to roll this guy out there. Or person. I think Toulouse might be feminine. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just discard this. Why not? Put your exile, and then whenever discard one more, exile from the graveyard. When Toulouse dies, it's just dies, not leaves the battlefield. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's all good. Yeah, okay. Well, we're just going to attack with Rafine again, I guess. I mean, I guess we could attack with Toulouse and then put the counters on Toulouse. That would be kind of saucy. And kill their duder. I mean, you know, that would be something. Let's go with this first. And just say, here's the thing if you want to kill it. If you got a negate, here's a shot for your negate. Awesome. And then we're going to roll this out. And then we're going to attack with both of them. And we're going to... Oh, no! How savage. That's funny. Okay, well, that sucked. Alright. I guess we're just going to do that. I mean, they go away. We get all those back in our hand, so whatever. Opponent goes to 12. We get to drain the opponent for 1. We get to play a land. Like, it's all good. Yep, Impulse goes digging. How many spells do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells in their graveyard. Very good to note. Okay, now we can do some things. 2, 4, we're 1 short actually. All right, let's attack with Rafine. We will discard this. We will go with a Dinnick. Because it flies. Alright, end the turn. Yep, you have a Haughty Djinn. And to consider. We're not blocking. Oh, well, that's cute. So we attack with all 3. They have to block this. They take 5. Yeah, sure. Oh, well, that's something. We can just cast. All right. Wasn't expecting the cards to come down like that, but there you go. And then we get to go ahead and just kill the Haughty Djinn. Destroy another creature. And that's going to do it. All right. That worked. Ooh, this one I don't think we can keep. We're going to mulligan this one. Even if we're on the play, it would be very hard to keep that one. This one we'll keep. Get rid of 1 Rafine's Tower. Because the others at least come into play untapped. And yeah, we'll see if that works. I think it's going to have to be some combination of, I don't know, maybe Thalia into Mirror Box. That feels a little weird, but maybe it's all we got. I would assume, though, if this is mono red, then getting some life. Okay, well, it is mono red, just of a different variety than the norm. I mean, obviously, this is probably just going to get hit with a play with fire. Oh, no. What is this? Whenever another artifact enters control. Okay, that's a magic card. I truly forgot that was even a thing. Like, I'm not even exaggerating with y'all. I forgot that card existed. No attacks. I mean, it's cool. I don't think it's necessarily bad in there. It's just a different choice than other things we've seen. All right, opponent loses 1. We'll take 4. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'd block a Patchwork Automaton here. Yeah, I'd actually be down with that, to be honest. Yeah, I think they realize that too. All right, cool. We'll take 3. That's actually an interesting bit of info, because if they weren't willing to attack with the Automaton, if we were to play the Mirror Box here, that means they're probably not going to attack with that either this turn. Unless they play 2 artifacts, of course. Alright, they're going to Lightning Strike. They get drained. And then we get to drop a big AO. And that's probably going to start bringing this to a close. Yep, AO is just going to be a big brick wall all by itself. Dragon Spark Reactor. Okay, that's a thing. Opponent's going some places here. I can appreciate this. These were not things I expected we were going to see, but here we are. All right, well, now I have to be concerned about possibly dying to a Dragon Spark Reactor. Fortunately, we have an Iganjo that we can pick one of these off, so that's going to be kind of nice. Back up Thalia. Not that we need it, but not bad. We get to attack with Vigilance. Let's just get a big 6-ball in there. And then, the interesting thing here is, though, I could just play Iganjo down, and I could give a creature protection or indestructible, which is probably better, to be honest. So let's end the turn. I mean, I could be gambling with my life a little bit here, but I think that's correct. And then next turn, we could also just play another Thalia, which would be pretty sweet. Now, the opponent might get fancy and use a Dragon Spark Reactor to kill a Thalia and deal some damage to us, and if so, we can't really do much about that. We're just going to let that happen. Yeah, this is a bit of a spot for the opponent. I don't know what those 3 cards are, but they've slowly built a bit of a board. Another Dragon Spark Reactor. Okay. All right, that's a thing. Yep. Though now they're kind of on a clock. I mean, we attacked twice with AO. Sure. I don't even think it's worth it to give them the 1. Like, this costs 4 to activate? Yeah. Sure. I'll take 1. Whatever. Like, what are we worried about there? We're going to go another Thalia, because that pumps each Thalia. I'm going to attack for 6 in the air. And then I think we just end the turn. Being at 13, I don't know how we would lose here, but I'm sure we're going to find out some way that we end up close. Yep, that's not going to do it. Ooh, nice. Yep, I was about to double down on the Ellis. Yeah, we're absolutely keeping this. I mean, Dinnick into Rafine into Shieldred, that seems pretty spicy. We just have to hope the opponent doesn't exile all of our things, because it looks like that's what green-white does. Yes, we can still cast everything if we put this into play first, so sure. The only good news is Rafine costs an extra 1 to get rid of something, so there's that. Unless, of course, they just play Jukai Naturalist here. Okay, Kami of Transience, that's not as bad. I mean, we're still going to have a lot of work to do. So I expect this is not going to be easy going. Unless they're stuck at 2 lands. That would be something. Oh, they're not. Okay, well, bye-bye, Dinnick. It was nice knowing you, friend. I mean, this is usually where the green-white decks just start exiling 3-4 things in a row. Okay, they have the confinement. Alright, so first Rafine's gonna eat 1. That's unfortunate, but, you know, is what it is. Again, unless they don't have a land, but I assume they do. And if so, we're just going to gamble and have to say next turn is going to have to be Shieldred, and then the following turn be Rafine plus Dinnick, so maybe we can get some life gain off of a Dinnick. It's kind of our best plan here if they deal with all of our creatures. Otherwise, we don't have much else going on. But they didn't just go land exile, so that's some good news. Though that does mean if we just play Shieldred or Dinnick next turn, they will die. Or at least get exiled. We would get at least 2 life off of the Shieldred, though, first. But then we'd give 4 life up getting attacked by a Kami of Transience. Alright, so they're going to play it and not be able to target something? Just to be able to attack for 4? That's a bold move. I mean, but if you have other removal and you think you can do it, I mean, more power to you, I guess. Back-to-back Dinnicks. Okay. So that's a thing that happened. I mean, I don't actually mind that, though, because 1 can go to the yard here, if necessary. Ooh. Yeah, we can definitely send 1 to the yard now. Never mind. Alright. So I'm assuming Shieldred's going to get hit here. Then we can kill the Kami, and then have more options next turn. Because if they don't have another exile enchantment, I was gonna say that was just a bad play then. Like, it wasn't worth it to get that hit in to give up a solid removal card there. So I just block trade? I mean, do we take 5 because we're gonna gain 4? And yeah, I guess we just don't block. I mean, like, sure. That's a weird scenario to be in, but, you know. Yeah, we're just going to attack. put the counters on Rafine, since I'm sure you want to kill a Shieldred. Though now we have a backup Shieldred. How do we feel about that? We're going to get rid of that and probably a land. Yeah, that seems correct. All right, our life total goes up to a wonderful 16. We'll play that. I can't really play a Dinnick and an Urtai, unfortunately. So we're just going to end the turn. But this also gives us the option of being able to protect something from a touch. Yeah, there you go. So let's go ahead and protect the thing. And opponent's at 9, so they can't really attack here. So yeah, that should be game. Yep. All right. Yeah, we'll keep it. We're going to go with this first, I guess. Why not? We're kind of just signaling to our opponent what we're doing, but like, yeah, what does it matter, really? This is interesting. You know, I think in a way, I kind of want to do Dinnick first. Because I feel like if they have like a lightning strike, they're going to want to use that right now to kill Dinnick. Because they don't want us to start gaining life. Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess the good news is we can attack into that. So that's something, I guess. Do I want to play Thalia? I feel like that's probably correct if this is the type of deck we're up against. But I kind of want to do this too. Alright, we're going to go with Thalia. It's against my better judgment, because I feel like if something were to happen, I would rather have like a Thalia Dinnick turn later. But we kind of know we're at least just going to play Shieldred next turn. So even if we force them to use removal to kill Thalia, it frees up Shieldred to some extent. Yeah, we sort of assumed that was going to be the case. That's not a huge surprise. That is literally expected par for the course. We'll go ahead and get 2 life back. And we're not likely to block here. I don't feel like. Because we could also, like, Ellis plus Dinnick, gain an extra life, have a Dinnick to block, send this one to the graveyard, replay it next turn. Taking 6, we go to 10 here. That would be a little bit of an issue. Though they're not wanting to give us anything else, so yeah, there's no need to do anything here. Sure. Yep, sounds like a plan. Now, we can't get too reckless here because this could go sideways. All right, so they kill a Dinnick for us. Does mean we don't get that 2 life next turn, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but it's, you know, is what it is. We sort of expected that. Let's play this. We should be able to take no damage from any lands here, so that's very good. Though, I wonder if we should just to lose here and get 2 more life. And then if we were to draw a land, we could Dinnick. Oh no, the other Dinnick gets exiled because of stupid Kamano out there. I totally forgot. All right, well, we're going to lead with this. Well, we kind of don't need that, so sure. All right, no attacks. We are back at 12. We kind of know what the opponent's up to here, hand-wise. We'll just block with to lose, I guess. All right, that's going to put us to 11. They do get a 2-2 out of the deal. They only have 1 unknown card here. Okay, well, now we know all their cards. So now blocking is actually a safe proposition for us again. Yep. I mean, I was going to say, you better be attacking with more. That's just silly. We'll block that. And do I block with to lose here? I mean, not really. We go to 8. It doesn't really matter. Sure. I mean, because we're going to get that 2 right back. Oh, well, that's a fantastic turn. We don't hate that at all. Yep, that's going to do it. Okay. We will... Yeah, we'll keep this. Because we can at least Thalia on 2 still. And that's good enough. Now, we won't have necessarily anything on 3, and then we have to find a land for these dudes, but we do at least get to play a Thalia... I mean, a Dennick behind the Thalia, so that's fine. Okay, it's an underdog. We're not too afraid of an underdog, and we did find the other land here, so that's actually really nice, too. So how nifty. Yeah, all right. Attacking we go. Dennick it is. Yeah, we're not blocking. What you won't do. Boy, are they going to be sad when we play another one. Gonna attack. They come in to play tap, so that's nice. They are not doing anything here. Kind of curious if I want to leave open Urtai here or not. I don't know that answer. Because part of me wants to play Rafine as well, but I think I'm dedicating to just keeping Urtai up at the moment. So they don't have anything. Alright. Let's go ahead and be that guy here. Now, the downside here is we could be opening ourselves up to a meat hook. Which is real. Oh, nope. There's just a Sphinx of the clear skies, apparently. What the hell? Alright, Ratadrabic. Then I don't know. Okay, cool. That's a thing that happened. Alright, well let's see where this leads. Alright, nothing from their side. Interesting. We could play a second Thalia, let that die, but that doesn't really do much other than just making the opponent's stuff cost more. Actually, that's not the worst thing, believe it or not. And then we could play Rafine and attack. Because the opponent is only at 12. Maybe we're just supposed to play Rafine. Ah, Lee, I don't even know. Maybe we do end up just playing Thalia anyway after all this. But if we attack with Air Body, I think we just attack with these 3. Holding on to Ratadrabics is too important here if they do have a meat hook type situation. Wow. Okay. That didn't work at all. How we wanted it to. Sure, we'll ditch those, I guess. Oh, I have to ditch 3. Oh. I kind of want to use the Iganjo because that's going to let us kill the Sphinx with whatever they block. All right. I guess this is what we're doing. Okay, sure. I mean, because if they block Urtai comes back and gets to kill something, so that's all fine and good. We're not worried about that. Oh, I can't. Actually, yeah, because it's only Ward 2. Yeah, we have plenty of Legends. Never mind. I was thinking it cost 4 for some reason. And then we get to first strike that down still. Then we trade with the Dennick. We get a Dinnick Zombie. Which is like super value because we get the Dinnick Zombie and we get the Dinnick still in the yard that we get to recast, which is like cheating. All right, and then we get our pile of folks back. Yep. Activate, counter target activator triggered ability. I mean, we would give them a card and there's really no point here, so yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Oh, well, look at that. Great timing. That's gonna help a bunch. Oh, because they're not legendary anymore. That's funny. Never mind. All right. Liliana. Sure.
Enough with the mysteries.
We'll get rid of this dude.
I've always hated clowns.
This is now not legendary, so sure. Oh, well that's okay, I guess. Opponent's at 8. Alright, so we can't really kill them, so we need only 5. We can only do 7 as it is, so we gotta do it like this.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Alright. Invoke Despair, sure. Since you can't kill the Rafine. I mean, it'd have to be... Well, you could kill it here, actually. Okay, they didn't have it. Ooh, boy. I think we're supposed to still keep this and then cross our fingers that we draw a land off the top. I think that's our game plan. Because otherwise, I don't know where this is going. Alright, there's a land, so that's a start. We played just a grotto on 1. Interesting. I'm assuming we're going to play at least a creature on 2. No, a bank buster. Okay. Alright. I see ya. Maybe we'll get to use Rafine to go find a... Oh. Oh, just an Infernal Grass. Okay, fair. Respect. Let's go ahead and play the Rafine. Though to lose is actually kind of appealing here, to be honest. Alright, there's a little... And that's one of the reasons it was about to be appealing, to be honest. That's what we were looking at.
For once, it's not my fault. Sacrifices must be made.
Yeah. Not that it would have changed much. I mean, we would... Oh, we found another Rafine, though. That's kind of nice. Let's do this in the event we get to play Rafine plus Dinnick next turn, maybe. And they can kill that and give us a Ratadrabix back. That's also fine. But we'd like to draw an untapped land. Preferably one... Actually, I guess it could be any color. Would be fine. Opponent's thinking about drawing here and making us discard, I guess. Which would have been kind of funny, because discarding does nothing with to lose on the table, which is kind of cute. Alright, and they are also discarding a card. So we're just going to discard that Ratadrabix they know about. We just got a Dinnick, huh? Is this your time, Shieldred? Is this your time? I just noticed they changed the options. Thinking used to be on the left. Now Nice is on the left. It's weird. Ooh, boy. I almost feel like I sort of want to Ratadrabix again. I don't really know here, y'all. Red Rabbits would cost 2 more. Rafine, they cost them 1 more to try to kill it. I'm gonna go with Red Rabbits. And if they just make us sacrifice it to Liliana or whatever, so be it. If we discard, we could discard a Dennick. They have a Shieldred, that's fine. We also have a Shieldred, so meh.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Alright, we do need to draw an untapped land here, would be very nice. I guess it doesn't matter, because now if they make us sack a creature... I mean, much as I don't want... I mean, nah, we're still in a fine spot. Let's do this. And then we'll just play Dennick. And then now if something dies, we get back the tokens that are replicas and we can play that whole song and dance. And we should be able to kill Liliana next turn, and then we look into playing our own Shieldred. It's kind of where we're at. Oh, actually, no, we're going to have to discard our Shieldred. Nah, they're going to make us sacrifice a creature, right? That makes more sense. But who knows? Maybe they won't. Maybe they're going to play another Meat Hook here. Yeah. Alright, Meat Hook for 4. And then our Duders come back. Oh no, just for 3. Okay. And Conceal a Curtain, sure. We'll sack this guy. So that we can kill Liliana. No blocks. We take 1. We'll lose 2. Oh, that's a good backup to have here. Don't mind that. Gonna go ahead and play our own. And then we're gonna go after Liliana. We're gonna go ahead and gain a life. We'll discard this because we want to hold on to that Urtai.
A delay, nothing more.
I'm gonna put a stop during our upkeep so we can try to kill their Shieldred before value happens. Oh, we won't even get to because they're going to use their Concealed Curtains. Good call. Good call, opponents. I guess I should have got value out of that counter. Ah, that ain't bad either, though. I don't mind that. We could have done a lot worse. Why is this the play? But we would be at 6. We'd be able to gain at least 2. 4. Well, no, because they still have their thing out. I don't know how beneficial a block here. I mean, the problem is, though, if we do, we end up getting killed by their menace creatures. So we kind of, I guess this is the right thing. It just doesn't feel real good. But who knows? Maybe we just find another one. Maybe they already have another one. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, both those have menace. Now I see why they were doing what they were doing. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. Well, having an Otawara actually helps quite a bit here. So let's go ahead and attack. See if there's something. I should have held that land, actually. Because I can't block here, so attacking's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, well, we don't want that anyway. So we kind of got a little lucky there. Man, I feel like we were just barely behind the whole way here. We were like so close. Whenever 1 or more creature cards. All right. Let's see what they do here. We're kind of just hanging on by a little bit. I mean, we have a little life gain. We've got another Shieldred we could find. Oh, we're just going to straight up play that with haste. I don't blame you. That's a way to try to end the game here. That costs 3 to get into play. All right. So we can definitely live here. So I think we just bounce this Knucklehead. And then we block the Underdog. And then we're alive for just a minute. What's the odds we could find another Dinnick? That'd be great. Or an Urtai, I guess. Wouldn't suck either. Yep. Okay. That is not it. Though... nope, because that cost us 3 to do it. What can we do here? Yeah, we just don't have enough. We're a mana short. If I could have got back like a Shieldred, maybe. Well, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have? I guess we have to just attack and see what we find. Oof, that's definitely not it. All right, GG's. Man, that was a bad game for us. We go first. Yes, we will keep this. We're going to roll Thalia into something. I don't know what something is yet. Maybe Toulouse, because why not? Really? I mean, because we can't play the mirror box right now anyway, obviously, for obvious reasons. All right, let's attack. You're not going to block that, of course. What do we put under Toulouse? Do we put AO under there? Because, getting AO back in hand would be fine. All right, sure. Why not? Mostly because we're a couple turns from playing that. If these things all live, we're likely just going to play a mirror box anyway. If they play like Liliana, we sack Toulouse, put AO back in hand, so whatever. Actually, I may just do that anyway here, to be honest. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Might as well conserve our life total, because we weren't going to, like, attack with it there, realistically. Yeah. I was going to play the mirror box, but now we got other things we can do. Wow. Choices. I guess it has to be an Urtai? Or maybe it has to be a mirror box. Urtai is actually really good here. We know we're going to play AO next turn. Wow, this is embarrassment of riches. All right, well, mirror box, away you go, I guess. Play the tower tapped. Sad thing is, they make us sacrifice something. I'm probably sacrificing Thalia. Okay, I don't even have to worry about that. They made the decision for us, so that's cool. Yeah, we'll attack first. I don't think my play is going to change much. Man, Otawara and Iganjo are both good here. Let's... boy. Can we get by just keeping Urtai up on this turn? We're not going to keep Urtai up, right? We're not. We're just not. All right. If they got more exile effects, they got more exile effects. We'll just deal with it. After that, I guess we will ride Urtai a bit on the back of Rafine. Yep. There's a thing.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about.
We're sacking this. See what we find.
Haven't you ever heard of personal?
We will look at the top 7 and we will find some things. Ooh, we can get a Dinnick and a Thalia. I like that. I like Dinnicks and I like Thalias. Well, I got a spare Thalia that I don't need anymore. All right. We'll attack here. We'll attack here. We'll attack here. Put the counters on the Dinnick, I believe is what we're going to do. If we put counters on things, because as it turns out, we may not want to with this particular hand. I'm going to discard a Thalia and a... All right. Yeah, opponent just conceded there. Ooh, this hand's almost good enough. If any of these had costed 2, I probably would have kept it. Even going first, that's a bit of a risk, so I'm going to pass. This, however, is significantly better, so let's keep this and scrap a Shipwreck Marsh. Seems correct. Just have to remember to play Plaza Heroes on 2 or I won't be able to cast anything. All right, here comes Thalia. Attacking for 2. Play this tapped. In comes a Dinnick. All right, Thalia is not long for this world, as to be expected. Okay, deck, we do need to find something else here at some point. This is not going to go well if we don't. All right. How would you like to go about business here? Hey, that's actually not terrible. I don't mind that. Even if it's worst case scenario, just get back a Thalia. Okay, in the turn. Well, I'm kind of debating. Do we go get a Thalia? Actually, yeah, it's probably gonna get countered anyway. So let's just pass. Yeah, they're just waiting to counter something. Maybe Meat Hook here. Nope, no Meat Hook even. All right, well, I'll do this. We know Thalia is a nuisance for them. But so is AO. There's no way that resolves though, right? Alright, I'm just going to take a Thalia because there's at least a shot. Is it worth it to try to save that? I mean, because if this is what we're down to, I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, I'm about to play another one anyway. Okay, they took 4 to kill that. All right, sure. I'm down. Why not? All right, maybe they didn't have a counter. They just had random removal cards. Okay, that was a weird game, but we won. There you go. Okay, y'all, there's really not much to change. I mean, we were X and 1 in all of the games, even off camera. So, like, I don't know what we do with this. Like, it looks like a pile. Hey, credit to Dudman79, I think is what he goes by online, came up with this list. This is actually really cool. Credit to them. Like I said, I only changed like 4 cards. I think I ended up adding the Shieldreds and the mirror boxes, and I moved a couple of numbers around, but otherwise, deck concept was all there. So this is actually really cool and surprisingly good. And what I like about this too is, except for maybe to lose and the mirror box, these are all cards that you would play in other lists as well. Like Thalia's still good, Dinnick's good, Rafine's good, Shieldred's obviously great. Like, all those cards work in other lists. So this is actually not bad. If you're going to spend wild cards, this is when you can spend cards on and know that you're going to reuse them, whether you like the deck or it works for you or not down the road. So it's a very low risk for where you're spending your cards or your money, right? So this I really like. But I was kind of surprised. We were able to hang with the aggro decks. We were able to hang with the control decks, the mid-rangey things. Like, every card came into play at some point and mattered. So, yeah, just... you know, it's all I can do. Golf clap it. It's really, really good. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Ertai the Corrupted. Mostly because Ertai would have been straight dope in this list. being able to sacrifice a creature or an enchantment would have just been creatures, but being able to counter things repetitively. And this is one of the early instances of Urtai where people were just not excited to play against this card. It is very good, and it's a little bit of a sizable body, which is pretty nice. But an interesting thing you may not have known is I believe it was this, the Tangarth, and I think the Weatherlight from that set all ended up getting alternate art. So those were some of the first cards that had alternate art that was also inserted into booster packs. So they ended up being very pricey once upon a time. I haven't seen one sell recently, so I don't know what they'd be valued at, so I'm not even going to try to quote one. But they were very rare. For the longest time, there's a lot of people that didn't even know that they were until they saw it written about in a magazine. So yeah, really cool thing, just kind of a little tidbit there that people may not have known about. Now, if you do want an Urtai, it's actually not that expensive. I think you can find them for like $4 or $5. But yeah, just a cool bit of history there. Now, if you like today's video and you like playing stuff off the beaten path, check out this Jeskai control deck we played that actually makes good use of Geist Flame Reservoir. You don't get to see that too often. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.